Yeah, I'm in my critic's old get-up from another series that's exclusive to another website that I have yet to review to you guys, but that video is for another time. But as of this moment, there is a classic movie that I know of that has recently turned 25 as we speak. And quite clearly, if you grew up with Disney, you already know what it is. So, how about it? Since the film is already going to get a remake by next year, let's review it. In honor of the 25th anniversary, here is my review of the classic Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Not to be confused with that classic French film that Browns Out High and some jerk with a camera reviewed, of course. So Beauty and the Beast was one of the classic Disney movies released in 1991 in the Disney Renaissance era, and has been a big hit ever since. In it stars a young female named Belle, as she feels like she wants to go out to the big beyond. Explore more of the world, if you will. And in it she finds this abandoned castle, and she learns about a mysterious character known as the Beast. In it she finds her father locked away while out to a science fair. In it she trades her life in order to save her father's. And in it, the inanimate objects that come alive, Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, and even Chip, tell the Beast, and yes, that actually is his name, tell him that Belle could possibly be the one that could break the spell that has been cast upon him from a long time ago. And so throughout the movie, the Beast starts to let him go on and on about how he should just relax, let her be a part of his world, be a part of his castle, just let her relax for a bit, dance with her, just all this just so that he can let the spell off and not be a beast. What I really like about this movie is definitely the complexity of the animation. Something about it and the way that everything is drawn up and a lot of the bits and pieces of it, it's just really well designed. If I haven't mentioned this in the past before, I wasn't born around the 80s or the 90s when this movie came out. I was born in 1996, so right around a month before Arthur was on PBS, or like a month before the N64 came out in the US, must I mind you. So, seeing this on home video as a young kid, this movie here, basically blew my mind away. And this was coming from the kid who saw Lion King a lot. And to make matters interesting, a lot of the characters are pretty fun to watch. I mean, take into effect that you have two characters, Lumiere and Cogsworth, who both bicker with each other, and yet they are the most fun and very interesting characters that you can basically do a study upon. But also you got the antagonist, that being Gaston, who is trying to basically pork Belle and kill the Beast, to make matters worse. Because at first, he seems like a very normal, innocent person. He's just trying to do what he does best. Just talk with Belle, have a normal conversation, but Belle doesn't give in. And the next thing you know, as the film goes on and on and on, and Belle's in the castle, he slowly and slowly descends into madness. And he just gets more anger and bitter and turns into desperate things, just wanting to kill the Beast, and gets the town to turn against this one character. And for that matter, just something about it is just so easy about this character that I really don't know what to say about it. Now, as for the musicals, they're really phenomenal. I really love the songs. They're some of the best that Disney has put out. I forget the first song that was in this, but I pretty much remember Be Our Guest, and I forget what the title of it was, but I pretty much remembered it either being Beauty and the Beast or Tale as Old as Time, which is, I think, the movie's main theme. So, that in and of itself is pretty much a classic film of itself. And to make matters interesting, if you don't know this fact already, this was the first animated feature to ever be nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture. Yes. Long before Toy Story 3 had that second Oscar for Best Picture, this was the first movie to receive that Oscar. Something Walt would have wanted. And this competed around the same year that Silence of the Lambs got that Oscar. And Silence of the Lamb won that Oscar. I mean, how much more can you get out of this one picture that no other can have? I mean, it's pretty much a movie that any generation can go up with, much like Wizard of Oz or anything. It's a Disney classic that basically anyone has to have at least seen once, or any time in your life. What I'm saying is this. It's a classic for anyone. The characters are great, the songs are ingenious, it's one of the first animated features to ever be nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture, and overall, it's one of the best movies, at least in my opinion, from the Disney Renaissance era, and I will say this much, that Beauty and the Beast is, in fact, in my opinion, awesome-tacular. So, Beauty and the Beast, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your opinions on the 2017 remake? I already know what my opinions are. I am kind of mixed about it, but then again, I will have to wait until the film comes out to see what my opinions are. But no guarantees if I am going to see it or not. Whatever your thoughts are, comment below and let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click on the channel name if you want to see more. And as always, I'm the Phobe Guy, and I'll see you guys for the next movie.